okay, is far beyond our expectation.
It's the safest way of owning a house.
My mouth is full of appreciation to Federal Mortgage Bank.
Hello there. Glad to have you join us once again on the program Everyone Deserves a Home. I am your regular host, Zulaihat Belagubir. The Estate Development Loan is one of the products of the FMBN that aims at providing mass housing for the Nigerian populace. Unfortunately, this product had to be suspended due to some issues the bank encountered with it. This notwithstanding, there are numerous houses and estates that the bank has provided for its contributors through this product. In this episode, we shall see one such estate developed under this product and how it has provided shelter to contributors of the National Housing Fund. We'll take a short break, and when we return, we shall open the program with the stories of major happenings from the FMBN. See you after the break.
The latest couple in town.
Good day, sir.
How are you? Oh, sit down.
Thank you, sir.
Drinks?
No, we're fine, sir.
How was the moon experience?
It was quite an experience.
How about house?
We are renting at the moment, but we intend to save enough to own our own house, right?
Why not avoid all those Shylock landlords and own a house upfront? With the average income and cost of building houses today in Nigeria, mortgage is the best option. No sweat. I tell you what, that was how I got my first house, and I've never regretted it.
To make good homes, and by implication a good society, an individual is expected to have an abode from which to take off and return at the end of each day. At the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria, everyone deserves a home. Come join us at FMBN and let's shelter Nigeria together.
In our news lineup, FMBN management meets with the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Works and Housing, and FMBN seeks to optimize its processes through collaboration. Details coming up shortly. Stay with us.
The Permanent Secretary, Federal Ministry of Works and Housing, Bashir Nura Al-Kali, has called on the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria to fast-track the process of social housing to afford more Nigerians the opportunity to become home owners. The Permanent Secretary was speaking during an interactive session with the management of the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria at the Ministry of Works and Housing Complex. The session had in attendance the Permanent Secretary and directors from the ministry, as well as the management team from the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria. Al-Kali, who commended the FMBN for being proactive in meeting its mandate, urged the bank to interact more with the ministry and other stakeholders in providing mass housing.
There is really need for us to fast track. The rent to own we're having about 296, the mortgage 379. So there's really need for us to fast track the process so that these numbers could come down and the people that would get these things would be more. I think it's important we meet very regularly, so that whatever issues the ministry needs to address, you could prompt us and then we can brief you on where we have gone on each of the matters that you have raised, because you have brought up all the issue of recapitalization, issue of the act and so on. I also had wanted to say, look, have you networked with the Attorney General's office? But you said you did, which is the first point of call really. All with you to take it to the highest level.
The Managing Director, Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria, Madu Hammang, while giving a comprehensive report of the bank and its activities, highlighted the mandate and functions of the bank.
Upon that act, it attained the full status of being a fully owned government secondary mortgage institution, charged with providing liquidity for the Nigerian housing and mortgage sector, and also managers of the National Housing Fund scheme, which was promulgated around the same time. The PAMSEC is invited to note that towards providing a robust housing finance system in the country, the then government, enacted the National Housing Fund Scheme, which was Act 3 of 1992, to create a pool of long-term funds for affordable housing finance to Nigerian workers.
Hammond also disclosed some of the efforts the bank is putting in place to improve its activities.
It is pertinent to note that the current capital base is grossly inadequate, and we are making efforts to make sure that the capital base is increased to a minimum of 500 billion, as expatiated in the section 10 of the brief. To the overview of the National Housing Fund Scheme, its aims and objectives are to facilitate the mobilization of the fund for provision of houses to Nigerians at affordable prices, to ensure the constant supply of loans to Nigerians for the purpose of building, purchasing, and improvement of houses.
Room was given for questions, to which the bank provided answers. Executive Director, Loans and Mortgages of the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria, Mustafa Lukman, has said that the bank is in need of good investment partners who will work with the bank to optimize the safety of its investments. He was speaking during a visit paid to the bank by ARM Investment Partners. Lukman noted that the bank is looking forward to strengthen its relationship with primary mortgage banks, an area he called on ARM to explore.
We want to see how we can be able to strengthen the existing PMBs that are currently available in the country, and of course expand the number that we have so that we'll be able to do business with quite a number of them, and we'll be able to touch every part of the country. So it's an area that I feel that we should, ARM should look into, and probably will provide all the necessary support that will be required.
The executive director also disclosed that with the bank automating its processes, it is working on integrating its systems with that of primary mortgage banks, which will eliminate bureaucracies in NHF processes.
The meeting that I was having just before I came for this is how we can be able to integrate our system with those of the PMBs, and that will be the second phase of our automation. Presently, we are automating our system. We are introducing a new core banking application that would assist us a great deal to be able to do much more than what we are doing now in a more efficient and effective manner. So, the second phase of that is that we want to be able to integrate our application with those of the PMBs, so that when beneficiaries or borrowers apply, or when they have any interaction that would eventually dovetail to us with the PMB, at the first point we'll be able to know and we'll start tracking. So we believe that it would ease our turnaround time, it would speed up the process, and eliminate some of the bureaucratic issues that are delaying our current processes.
Deputy General Manager ARM Investments Sadiq Mohammed, while stating the purpose of the visit, said the organization is diversifying into the real estate sector and called for the support of the FMBN, especially in the area of creating mortgages.
We've now started our new project in Abuja. We've joined the Abuja market with one project in which we're partnering with Federal Housing Authority. And we hope that we'll do more. And within that, hopefully, we will have reason to partner with the Federal Mortgage Bank, particularly at the developer loan level and also at the mortgage end level under the NHF. And then we can also explore other areas of collaboration that maybe don't come to mind.
Thanks for staying with us. Coming next on the program is Building Blocks. This time, we'll showcase an FMBN funded estate and also bring you details of some of the processes the developer went through to acquire the loan for the estate. Don't go away.
The Estate Development Loan was one of the creations of the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria. While it was created to provide housing for NHF contributors, issues such as abandonment of projects, lack of off-takers, non-performance of loans began to spring up, and so to address these and other challenges, the bank decided to put the product on hold. Although the EDL is no longer applicable, quite a number of projects have been completed under this product, while some that were abandoned have been completed by the FMBN on the new arrangement. Just Shelter Estate, Arepo, Ogun State, is one of the estates under the Estate Development Loan product. It was developed by Just Shelter and Allied Products Limited. The estate provides housing to 84 residents.
This facility is an estate development loan stuff, and Just Shelter applied for the loan, and the bank graciously granted them the loan, and the loan is used to facilitate the building of 84 units of 3-bedroom flats, all en suite.
This estate consists of 84 flats of 3-bedroom, all en suite units, and is fully completed, fully habited. No single vacancy, no single vacant flat here.
The developer of the estate tells us some of the processes he went through to acquire the loan.
All we did here was that we have a title document here. That is number one condition. Your land that you want to propose for development, for JV development, must have a title document. So we have that. And then, of course, we did all our building approvals, runnings, everything we need to do. And then we applied for estate development loan of Federal Mortgage Bank. It's a scheme in Federal Mortgage Bank to build up affordable houses for the Nigerian population.
364 million naira was approved and disbursed for the project. All apartments in the estate are 3 bedrooms and all have been subscribed for.
The total loan amount was 364 million naira, covering the building and of course the infrastructure. Of course, the equity of the developer also get involved to do to make it look this beautiful.
The houses were open to beneficiaries under the NHF loan and the rent-to-own scheme.
The FMBN has the conventional NHF loan, which is a 6% interest rate, and a lot of the occupants, or let me say the beneficiaries, are here with the NHF loan on the 6% interest rate. And others are on rent-to-own, which is a special product of the bank. And the rent-to-own is a quick win for both the off-taker and the developer, and as well as the bank too. And in that situation, the interest rate on that one is 7%. So when you come into this estate, there are two beneficiaries. You have the NHF loan beneficiaries and the rent-to-own beneficiaries.
One of the major priorities of the FMBN is to provide employment through its project, and this, just like all of its projects, provided massive employment opportunities.
Everywhere you see construction, in fact, construction should be one of the major things that government should use to revamp our ailing economy. While we're doing this place, averagely in a day, about 1,000 people work here. Every day, particularly if we are doing casting and all those stuff, you see large crowd, and everybody goes home at the end of the day with something, and that is the only way we can really jumpstart our economy all over again through construction.
To ensure quality delivery on the project, the developer ensured that all materials used were locally sourced.
All the materials here are internally sourced. Internally sourced because we didn't need to have to go abroad to buy things, and then of course right from day one we have our mindset on delivering quality but affordable shelter for Nigerian populace.
The developer lauds the NHF scheme and calls on Nigerians to embrace the scheme and the mortgage system.
This is the kind of project the Nigerian system should be yearning for, because number one, it gives you the leverage, gives subscribers the leverage to be able to access cheap funds, not commercial loans, to own their own homes while they pay over a period of time. So, in a nutshell, the fact remains that this is something that has a long-term beneficiary impact on subscribers. It helps them to to divert their hard-earned resources into some other ventures that can also give them more income, what we call passive income. Assuming somebody is in employment, and then of course you have just to pay like 30,000-40,000 naira monthly as a mortgage loan. So you leave a sizable chunk of your income to do some other things. This is something that we should all embrace. Nigerian populace, particularly people who are still within the age bracket of accessing this kind of facility, they should embrace it.
To improve transparency and accountability in managing the NHF funds, Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria has introduced *219#. *219# is a new way to know the status of your NHF contribution from anywhere. To use this service, dial *219#. Select 1 to update your contact detail. Press 2 to check your contribution status in any month up to the last 5 years. You can also use our mortgage calculator and bulletin board by selecting options 5 and 6 respectively. You can access other services by using direct shortcodes like *219*3# to retrieve your NHF number, *219*4*1# to check your last 5 transactions, and *219*4*2# to check your statement of account. No internet connection required, and it is available on all networks. *219#. Simpler, smarter, faster. Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria. Everyone deserves a home.
Welcome back. Ayoka Victor Odion is now a happy and proud homeowner. He became one because when he got information, he swung into action to make inquiries on how he can benefit. Today, he's comfortable in his own home. Let's hear his story.
The payment process is quite flawless.
It was unbelievable because I didn't know that they have such a scheme existing in Nigeria.
Is it true that I will get the house? No, why not? You met all the requirements, so you'll get it.
The joy of ownership is wonderful.
Ayoka Victor Odion owns this 3-bedroom apartment at Sparklight Estate, Ogun State. After seeing an advert of the estate, he contacted the developer of the project to make inquiries. After that, he went ahead with the process.
I got to know about this product through the advertisement, through from Sparklight, Gateway Sparklight Estate personnel. So I came into it. First of all, purchase a form, obtain a form. That form is for maybe for interest, like interest form, which is not refundable. Then after that, they give us another form to fill. Then you make your first step, 10% of total money, like 10% total equity, 20% equity of the whatever. So that is that. Then they now give us a template of how the payment will be. To make the payment, meaning how you'll be paying, term of payment, depends on your age and all that.
He got the apartment at the cost of 13.6 million naira. He says even though he's yet to fully pay for the house, he feels comfortable living in it.
This is fantastic. I live as if I've already paid all. So there's a big difference. I feel at home.
Victor, who lives with his wife, says the house is not only comfortable for them, but the estate itself makes the experience worthier.
We have a good road network. We have public playgrounds like for football, table tennis, and we have electricity 24 hours, the 60 hours electricity from ABDC, and I think we are enjoying a very peaceful environment. We have good security here, so that's all. And we enjoying our neighbor, like close to I-Part amusement park. Because this through there. We are around the MFM, maybe if you want to go for prayers or that. So it's a very nice place to be.
He lauds the NHF scheme as well as the developers of the project for a job well done.
I feel okay with getting the already made house compared to the stress, the wahala I'm gonna have passed through for me to get my own, maybe or monile, whatever. There will be litigation on the land and so on. So I feel at home. I feel fulfilled by getting this.
His call to Nigerians who are yet to take advantage of the scheme is to make enquiries.
So it's for them to key in again the authentic information of the right place. Maybe by visiting one of the Federal Mortgage Bank office to make an inquiry. For them, they will get the full package. That's just it. It's information. For them to walk into any Federal Mortgage Bank office or accredited developer for the federal government, for the Federal Mortgage Bank, they do their own investigation and inquiry. I believe they will not regret it.
What is the name of my grandson?
Suleiman.
That's a good name. May the Almighty preserve him.
Amen.
Now that your family is growing, this is the time for you to start thinking of a house of your own.
Abba, the thought of this has always been on my mind. To build a house now, you need a lot of money, and that is what is holding me back.
Sonny, what you need is a mortgage. NHF mortgage loan. With NHF mortgage loan, you own a house upfront and pay gradually over a long period of time.
Abba, I will go to the FMBN office right away.
Come join us at FMBN and let's shelter Nigeria together.
Our question for the week is, am I entitled to a refund after benefiting from a mortgage loan?
Despite the fact during your tenure as a contributor to the scheme, you are able to benefit from any of the bank's products. At retirement, you are entitled to the refund of your contribution with an interest of 2%. The contribution is separate from the loan that is given. The contribution just enables you to be part of FMBN customer. And once you're that, you benefit from any of the products. And we refund you when you retire at 2% interest rate.
This is where we end this episode of Everyone Deserves a Home. Please make it a date with us again next week, same time, on this same station for another exciting package. Before then, kindly stop at any of our branch offices near you or visit our website on www.fmbn.gov.ng for inquiries about us or call the numbers on your screens. See you next week.